Morning everybody, it's Mick from Jester Bushcraft, and today I'm out for a walk on Longridge Fell, which is in the it's part of the Forest of Bowland in Lancashire, and it's forecast rain for later on this afternoon, so I'm out early doors to get the best of the better weather. So I've just left the car in the car park, and I'm just heading off up to the trig point. And once we get to the trig point, I'm going to venture into, there's a bit of forest woodland, so I'm going to venture into there and get a little camp set up. Okay, so we'll see you at the summit. Okay, just reached the cairn circle, which is how it's shown on the map. It's really a cairn, really. But you can just see the forest in the background there, in the clouds, in the mist. And that's where we're heading. And it's just starting to spit a little. So I better get cracking. Right. No sooner had it started spitting, I took about 10 paces and a big black cloud came over and the heavens opened. So needless to say, I've got my waterproofs on, full waterproofs. Underneath that I've got my montane smock and then just a wicking layer under that. But the only trouble is today is very humid, so now I'm absolutely sweating. But there's not far to go now to the summit. You can see the sort of terrain I'm dealing with. It's all just paths like that through the heather, and that's all it is up here, just heather, heather, heather and more heather, and there's the path. But you can see again in the clouds and the mist, there's the forest that I'm going to be heading into once I've reached the summit, and we'll find a suitable spot. Okay, right, we'll push on to the trig point and we'll see you up there. Right, I can see the trig point now. It's just there on top of that hill, so I've just a bit further to go. Even though all this area is all covered in heather, if you look closely in amongst the heather, there's bilberry. So at the right time of year, there's no shortage of wild edibles, but not today. Okay, here we are finally at the trig point, 350 metres ASL. It's a raised trig point, don't know why that is. You can see down there it's a bit brighter than it is up here. You can see down there the forest in the mist. I'm going to be heading into there soon. It's very quiet up here. The only thing I have heard is dogs in the woods, so I'm a bit concerned about that. Don't know whether it's people after pheasants or whatever, I don't know, whether it's just people walking the dogs. We shall find out. Right, I'm going to head into the woods now and find a suitable place to set up camp. Right, there's a track there, only a small one, about 2.5 centimetres in length, 3 toes. I've got a little book in me rucksack. I'll check that when I get set up. I'm sure there'll be somebody out there shouting out what that is already. And there's some more tracks. I don't mean the big footprint. That looks like a bird of some kind. There's a lot of like guinea fowl or pheasants around here, so I don't know whether that's anything to do with one of those. You can see here that we've had a lot of rain. This is the path. Should have brought my waders if I had any. Okay, I've made it to the edge of the wood now. You can see it's very dense. I can either go that way or I can go that way. I think I'm going to go that way. This tree obviously means something to somebody. Got a little lantern there, and then just tucked away in there, a few little figures. Must have some kind of meaning to somebody. Right, found a suitable place to set up camp. I'm using the new British Army basha that I purchased the other day. It's really good. It's a little bit on the small side for the hammock that I'm using. It's the Tenth Wonder Green Hornet, which is another eBay bargain that I picked up. So yeah, I've used the paracord and cam jam setup for securing the ridge line. The cam jams you've seen on previous videos that I did a review on these, provided to me by Whitby & Co. Great little gadget. So if you want to check my other video out, I'll do a more in-depth review on those. That just sets up your ridge line, and you can adjust that, move the basher backwards and forwards any way you like, just by loosening the paracord on the cam jam and re-securing it. And then for the corners, I've just used, just for speed, I've just used bungees into the trees. And then I've got the hammock, which, as I just said, is the Hornet. I think this is quite an old model of 10th Wonder hammock. But it's very good. I only paid 20 quid for it. See there, I'm using the marlin spike on some webbing around the tree, and the same at the other end. Marlin spike again, and again just webbing just around the tree for minimal damage to the tree. Right, I think it's time to get some food and a brew on. Here comes the rain, and with the basha being slightly short for this hammock, I just had to put my waterproof jacket over the end there just to protect it. It's trying to run off there. This is going to be a good test for the basha, see if it's waterproof or not. Right, see how we get on. I know summer's over, but this is the second time out now and I've been hit by heavy rain again. Strangely though, it's brightened up. It's a lot brighter, it's just wetter. And my jacket just keeping the end of the hammock dry there. Might as well make the most of it for the next brew. Got the all day breakfast on now on the BCB cooker. Lovely.